So I picked for 90s TV show Smart Guy.
Uh-huh.
Or 2000s TV show My Wife and Kids. So you have to choose one.
You gotta choose one. Y'all choose at home. Let us know in the comments below. Mm-hmm. For sure. We about to choose right now. Which is obviously the right choice is My Wife and Kids.
My choice is Smart Guy.
Obviously, that's the wrong choice.
Because I think it's better lessons. I think it's funnier. Like, I'm gonna go with the 90s. I'm a 90s baby. Shout out to 92.
I understand the 90s because 91 was better. But My Wife and Kids, dog. The pranks, the hilarity, the dynamics between the different characters. It just has so much range. It made me laugh in so many ways that Smart Guy didn't necessarily make me laugh, but I think because of the nostalgia factor, Smart Guy holds a dear place in my heart no matter what. And it's got good rewatchability because of that.
If you think about it, they both have 3 kids.
Mm-hmm.
It's just a difference with because the daughter is the oldest.
Yep.
Then the son is the middle, and then there's a difference with the youngest. They have Katie versus TJ.
Yeah. But I liked the dynamic of the wife being there because
I thought you would. Yeah.
I did like seeing them play off of each other, and Tisha Campbell, she was a great actress in that. I know she was going through some personal things after, and in between, but throughout the actual filming and the actual thing that was produced, the show My Wife and Kids, she did a great job, and I loved her back and forth with David. So I'm gonna go with that.
I enjoyed Floyd's dating experiences. Like,
I barely remember them.
It was fascinating to watch because it was like
he could get him though.
He was pulling them, and just having to date with 3 kids. Like that is a dynamic that people.
Oh, he almost gave me a headache just now.
Yeah, that people really need to, like, people are out there like that. And he was a widow or widower. I don't know. I forgot. Because apparently it's gendered. The fuck? But anyways.
His spouse passed.
Yeah. So seeing him dating, seeing how the women interacted with the kids, if they had kids, how they interacted with the kids. My favorite one was, what was it, Blake? I don't know, but it was a devil child. I would have been like, hell no, get the fuck out.
See, I don't remember that one.
I watch it, yes.
Yeah. Very good rewatchability when it comes to that show. But yeah, we ain't gonna agree on this one. What do y'all say? Let us know in the comments. What was your favorite show out of those two?
Smart Guy or My Wife and
Kids?
Smart Guy. Alrighty. Did you want to do the first one?
I didn't think of it yet, so that's why I didn't do it.
Did you think of it now?
Nope.
Oh, okay.
What you got?
Alright, so let's do an either or with the Black Rom Coms.
Okay.
So I think I want to do... I want to do an older with a newer.
Older rom-com with a newer rom-com.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I think I want to do...
So Boomerang?
Nah. What I was going to do was Two Can Play That Game or Think Like a Man. Because they were both like game oriented, trying to one up,
Okay. I'm going with Think Like a Man, actually.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why? Oh, wait. Which one do I choose? Shit.
Yeah. I'm confident in my decision.
Fuck. So like, okay. This is hard choice. I don't know. Which one do I pick? I think I'm gonna go with Two Can Play That Game.
Ooh. Okay.
Alright, so why do you choose Think Like a Man?
I think I chose Think Like a Man because of... I think like Two Can Play That Game was like one-on-one with both of them. Mm-hmm. But I think like kind of like the joke that Anthony Anderson was saying, it's like this is for all men,
yes,
and for all women.
So Think Like a Man played on that.
And they actually played the whole thing out where I got to see like different types of men going at different types of women and them fighting for control, and it was all centered around this book and them thinking they had the advantage.
Taraji P. Henson. Why did I not mention her name? I love her.
I don't know. She's fine as hell.
Yes.
Yes. And making good. Woo. Love. But yeah, I think when it comes to Two Can Play That Game, she was her own playbook. You know what I mean? She was her own Think Like a Man book.
Yeah, basically.
So it was all coming from there, and it's almost like she was trying to put everybody else on game. Whereas these women were like seeking help, and then they realized like the book only had certain limitations, and that they had to put down their guard and be vulnerable. Same thing with the guys. So I like that because it just showed different types of guys in different points in careers in their lives and all that, and then different objectives. Terrence J actually wanted to be the romantic, but was just happened to be a mama's boy. It's hilarious. Great.
Yeah,
spin.
that Jennifer Lewis. Yo.
Great.
You was doing
Hilarious.
your thing.
But yeah, that's why I picked that.
I mean, I love Think Like a Man, so I can't even, that's why I was struggling. Okay, so the reason I chose Two Can Play That Game is because, one, nostalgia. Like, obviously, I grew up with that one. Vivica A. Fox, Wendy Raquel, Gabrielle Union. Even though Gabrielle Union was in Think Like a Man, too.
She was. So, we winning out here. I'm just saying. So you can't use that as a way to win an argument. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just pointing it out.
Okay.
But yeah, I think Like a Man was geared from a male's perspective. Like Kevin Hart was narrating that one. It was from Steve Harvey's book. So like the women
just think like a man, not like think like a woman.
Exactly. So it was very male oriented. Whereas Two Can Play That Game was Vivica A. Fox was her playbook. She was trying to teach the women, so it was coming from the woman's perspective. And I think that's why in the end I made that choice, because at that time I was like, yeah, like I want to know the women's version of this.
Got you. I think maybe that's what intrigued me when I was younger, because obviously I'm like I'm a black boy at that time that came out. Yeah. And I'm all like, ooh, where's the women in the fascinating? Yeah. I remember when they had this whole joke about the condoms, like when she dropped the condom, she was like, well, what are you going to use that for? I was like, ooh, what's that? I didn't know what the fuck things were. Yeah, young as fuck. I was soaking up game, though. I was like,
right?
I was soaking up some game.
Exactly. So, and even though, like, in the end of Think Like a Man, the ladies, flip the script on the fellas.
Sure do.
Yeah. But I think, I felt more empowered as a woman watching Two Can Play That Game.
Okay, I can see why. For sure.
Even though games should not be played, honest, open, transparent communication.
Right. This is all for entertainment purposes.
Yes.
That's why they're rom-coms, not rom realities. Okay.
All right, and the last either or.
Okay.
Is interesting because we've been talking about black comedy, and I was jokingly saying, what if we did an either or that was black comedy or white comedy? But you know damn well which one we're gonna pick. If we had to choose,
that's not even.
know which one we're gonna choose.
We know it.
So I was like, well, let's get rid of that one. But let's actually look at white comedy. Let's look at if we had to choose between two white comedy shows, what would we choose? So what was your choice in this either or, as far as like the option that you wanted to put out there?
I have one, but I also have another. Actually, I thought of one when I was probably 5 minutes ago, to be real. So my number one when it comes to white comedy that I enjoy the most, I was gonna go with How I Met Your Mother, but a second would also be Community, one that I found out about. I didn't find out about, but I recently started watching like damn near every day. Yeah. Not every day, but a lot.
Every day.
It's not every day.
Yes.
I don't watch TV every day.
He binged it.
I did binge it though.
So every day. And then he revisits. I walk in, he's watching Community.
It's a great show. It's a great show.
It is. Yes.
So I was gonna say that or How I Met Your Mother. Two very white comedies with very few black people in it. Community more so though, because you have Troy and you have Shirley. So
and then Abed too. He's not black, but he's person of color.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I was trying to think of a white show that I found funny, I was like, oh, I don't really watch white shows that I find funny. And then I was like thinking back to childhood, like Even Stevens and Lizzie McGuire and stuff like that. And I was like, I don't know if I was laughing. I know there was lessons, but
you know,
yeah, I don't know. I can't remember what my response was. I know I was watching it, but I don't remember how I was responding to it. So the only one that I came out with was Family Guy. That is one white show. And even Cleveland is a white actor playing him. So Family Guy was the white show I chose for the either or. So let's do How I Met Your Mother or Family Guy.
See, now I'm gonna have to pick Family Guy.
Really?